the fifth Beatle. Here it is, the Ghoul. Welcome, Ghoul, welcome.
Let the power of the Ghoul shine down on you. In the words of that stupid dumb frog, hiya gang, hiya, 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 hiya.
Is the frog still in your pocket?
Yeah. Should I pull out Froggy real quick?
Oh yeah, everybody wants to see Froggy.
Do I look like Harvey Weinstein?
No, you're about 300 pounds slimmer than he was.
I don't think it's right standing on stage in front of all these people and pulling out my Froggy.
Plunk your magic twanger, everybody!
Hiya, gang! Hiya, 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 hiya. How y'all doing out there? Hang on a minute. Oh, I must be on the Cleveland Browns kicking. The good Lions are doing okay.
Oh, there you go. Well, there goes the squeaker.
Stupid fraud. And if you have had your squeaker kicked, you know how painful that can be.
Hey, Ghoul, I just want to welcome you back to the Motor City one more time.
I'm not just saying that because I'm in Detroit. I say it wherever I'm at. I did an interview today for CBS News, and yes, my best fans are right here in Detroit.
Yeah, the Ghoul and I did a podcast last week. We talked about all the cities that he originally started in, which I thought was like right here in the Midwest. But San Francisco, Los Angeles, Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago, Philly.
And there should be about 7 at the time.
All right, well, that's a lot of them. I never knew you were on the West Coast.
Yeah. And
they may not let Froggy, in at LAX, I'm not sure.
I don't know, they're pretty weird on the West Coast, but they cannot top or beat my Detroit 10-star generals in my Ghoul Power Army. Now, I want to tell you, you are in the right place, because if you aren't celebrating Halloween with the Doc of Rock and your Ghoul man, you just ain't celebrating Halloween, right? Tonight, we're gonna get down, we're gonna get funky. We're gonna grab our sticks and shake our monkeys. What do you say over there? Now, our serving staff behind the bar, they're a bit younger than a lot of us because one of the gals asked me who I'm supposed to be. I said, it's obvious. I'm Bill Nye, the science guy. Should know that, doggone it. Or Bill Bonds in his final days.
I think you have a better wig than Bill Bonds had. I have to say it, but...
Well, that's why the last time around they wanted me on CW here in Detroit. So our first 4 shows, one of them, I had a big cutout of Bill Bonds and had a boom boom in my pocket, kind of like that one. And I stuck it on the Bill Bonds cardboard cutout and blew the doggone hair right off his doggone head.
By the way, that's one of the smaller boom booms that he brought. We won't allow him to bring what he brought out from the back room. Dear God, the thing was, well, as big as your boot.
Well, yeah.
Those are nice Beatle boots, by the way.
Thank you, sir. Got them at a Liverpool store.
Oh, no kidding.
Called Beware, yeah.
Now, how many people know that the Ghoul is a huge Beatles fan? So, Ghoul, I gotta ask you, have you had a chance to see Paul McCartney on this latest tour?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we saw Paul, and hey, did you buy the George Harrison box set, vinyl?
I did.
Okay.
Did you buy it?
Did.
Okay.
And did you get the George Harrison turntable?
I did.
So
Did
did
you?
I, yeah.
Did you get the Sgt. Pepper turntable?
No.
I did not either.
Okay. So right now we're even.
We compare each other's Beatle collections just about once a month, just to check up on each other.
I mean, first thing when I get up in the morning, well, morning for me is like about 12:30, 1 o'clock.
That's the same for me.
Yeah. You have one? Oh, right. And first thing I do, put on those Beatles CDs, get the juices flowing, got the backyard, kick Froggy's keister around the area. And in fact, we're gonna auction off Froggy a little later. What? Yeah, I finally want to try to get rid of him. And I bought all these Viagra pills for reptile dysfunction.
We do have a big auction coming up, though.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, we have a big poster, a big one.
Well, I'm popping those pills. And the guy, no, Ghoul, it's not reptile dysfunction, it's erectile. Oh, it's like, see, and it didn't get rid of Froggy, but man, I couldn't sit down well for a while. But I thought they were talking all these years, reptile dysfunction. So I'm going to try to get rid of it tonight and give it to you, or you. Would you like to take Froggy home for your family? I hope so. I mean, he'll do the dishes, do the ironing, the washing, all sorts of stuff. And on command, he'll plug his magic twanger over there.
So, Ghoul, I got to ask you about your very first TV show here in Detroit. Do you remember what channel it was actually on?
Yeah, Channel 50.
Of course, Channel 50. I think I remember Channel 50 was one, it was in black and white. And two, they showed like sports. And you, right?
Oh, and Lou Gordon. Remember Lou and Jackie Gordon?
Yes!
In fact, the week before my real show came on, they had me bounce my ball, and if you ever had your balls bounced, you know how painful that can be. They had me bounce my ball onto the Lou Gordon set. And it was pretty cool. I knew Jackie Gordon just had this glazed look in her eye. What the hell is that? Why is this on our show? But yeah, then and Bill Kennedy was on.
Oh my God.
Bill was a wild man. I'll tell
Was he?
you.
Yeah.
And,
Did you guys hang out a little bit?
well, every once in a while he'd go, come on, I'll take you here, take you there. He'd jump into his limo and take off with me chasing. Bill, you forgot. The king of crap. He's right here. Let me in there. So that was Channel 50, the first Detroit show.
Yeah, that sure was. Do you remember? Now, do you remember? Because how many people used to watch the Ghoul and love the movies that he used to? Were like an afterthought because I used to, okay, yeah, the movie's on. It's another Ghoul show with Night of the Living Dead. How many times do you think you've shown that movie?
All I can tell you is we all know the dialogue by heart, right? We've had it on that many times. Do you remember my first movie?
Well, I'm going to ask, does anybody remember the first movie the Ghoul ever showed?
Attack of the Mushroom People.
Somebody got it back there.
Yeah. Psychomania. That's where the head honcho of the motorcycle group. He dies. Yeah.
Oh, look at it. She's an expert.
And they buried him, but they couldn't dig deep enough, so his head was still above ground, so his gravesite was pretty flat except for the big hump. And then about Yeah, about 10 minutes later, for some reasons, somebody poured his favorite whiskey on the grave or whatever. And out of the grave he goes, and
Oh, they buried him on his bike?
yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah, on his bike, yeah. And look at that. Told them to get more expensive amps. Those things. Say, I'll get a prize for that, okay? Yeah.
That's incredible. Well, the Ghoul and I actually worked together in Cleveland. I left WLLZ and went to Cleveland to work at a station that had Howard Stern in the morning, which was crazy enough, okay?
Well, you brought Howard Stern.
I did. I brought him to Cleveland, of all places. It was like his third affiliate. And it's a long story, but we won't go into all of that legal issues.
Yeah, well,
but I ended up there with Howard Stern, and my night man was none other than Mr. Classic and the Ghoul.
Yeah.
They used to do 7 to midnight, and they used to tear it up on the radio and do all kinds of crazy stuff. But one day, we were doing a Halloween show, and the Ghoul was there, and we were in this beautiful, immaculate, downtown Cleveland hotel and retail shop. It would be similar to being at Somerset Mall.
It was called the Alley Building. If you remember the original Drew Carey show, they come running out of the Alley Building singing Cleveland Rocks.
Oh, okay.
That was the building.
Yeah, yeah. So we're there, and Mr. Boom Boom here puts one of those giant quarter sticks of dynamite inside a pumpkin, blows it. I mean, actually, it didn't even blow up. He disintegrated it.
Vaporized.
All over this beautiful mall.
In fact, the top hit the ceiling and stuck to the ceiling. Yeah.
And we only spent $2,500 cleaning that mess up because of this man right here. So, and I'm sure that the band, look at, they're already worried. They're pulling their Fender guitars out of here and their Vox amplifier. Did you see that Vox amplifier back there?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
I'll bet somebody might sell that to you. I'm not sure. Blow it up! Well, even the Ghoul couldn't blow up a Vox amplifier.
We have a lot of folks right up front now. I'll tell you what we did one year. Burger King came out with some new burger, so I brought in at a rock and roll venue in Cleveland 2 pounds of raw ground meat. And I figured, Burger King's not doing nothing until they flash fried this stuff like the Ghoul does. Put the 2 pounds of ground meat, put one of the boom booms in it, lit it. I come out of there briefly like a bat on a Parma, because I'm no dummy, and wow! And there was raw ground meat all over the first 10 rows or something.
So Ghoul, I'm checking your bag back here.
Yeah.
What would this jar of Cheese Whiz be needed for?
You know, everybody's cool.
Put it on your pizza.
How do you look so darn good? Well, these Cheese Whiz facials, I'll tell you, ladies and guys, just dig into the Cheese Whiz, run it all over, and
Is that how you stay so young?
yeah, you too can look as good as the Ghoul with a jar of Cheese Whiz. And it's microwavable. Hey!
Yeah, just splatter it all over that poster there, Ghoul. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Just the fragrance alone. Cheese Whiz, ladies, you wanna just dip your hand in there and grab a little? There you go. They didn't double dip. Okay, there you go. Here's all. I like that shirt. Very good. I own every episode. Cheese Whiz, gang. Here you go.
Now, Ghoul, Did you bring these pierogies from Parma, Ohio?
Are you kidding? From Parma? And you all know that Parma spelled backwards is. There you go. Yes, these came from Amram. Now, these have many uses besides just eating them, sir. That's right. You can snort a pierogi.
Oh, God.
Woo. That snorting one pierogi will rip you for the entire weekend. Or you can put one under each armpit. Oh, and you have 5-day Ghoul odorant pads. How about that? We've marketed these babies, and they don't keep you from sweating, but at least you smell like a pierogi when you go around. And who doesn't want to smell like a pierogi?
Cool. Did they have good pierogi restaurants in Parma these days?
Oh, man, that's all they have in Parma.
Now wait, talk about smelling. I can smell this from over here, okay? What would this be used for?
Well, Doug, you and I know if you really want to get rid, it's kielbasa.
Make some noise for the kielbasa!
I brought half for me, half for you. A little later on, we're going to light them up.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, you do about three of those. These will take you places Steppenwolf never imagined on his magic carpet ride. I promise you that. So there's your hat.
Oh, thank you so much.
Doug and I have smoked kielbasa.
We have. We've smoked kielbasa.
So we know what we're talking about. Okay?
Last year, the Ghoul came to town, and I have a show on Comcast called Rock 900, which features all local music. And we had the Ghoul come in for a full hour and do a show and show his favorite bands, and we lit up the kielbasis and smoked them.
Yeah.
And Comcast called their lawyers to find out if it was legally okay. But I'm still on the show, so I think it was.
Well, later that night or the next day, I was driving back to Cleveland, got stopped by our local highway patrol, wanted to know why I was driving erratically. Well, smoking kielbasa, man. But it's nicotine-free, so I was pretty healthy about the whole situation. So he looked in your rule book, nothing against driving while smoking kielbasa, so off I went. Back to Cleveland over there, that's the way to do it. Listen, let me tell you about that. See that table over there? Oh, did I say over there? See that table over there, right? Yeah, let's get this right. Cool. You can just about max your credit card on any piece of crapola you can think of. We put my picture on. And so,
You've got your picture on everything now, as far as I can tell.
just about. We just came out with these things. Brand new Ghoul Power sunglasses are there. And we try to keep the price way down. Whoever thought $5 for a pair of sunglasses, right? So those are brand new. We got them this week. So we have those, shirts, books. I don't know, like I said, any piece, what's that? You bought one? Oh, look at that. And these,
Oh, wow.
These orange, I didn't even see those yet. There you, and a poster, of course. Now that's the next thing I want to get to. If you want to spend all your money at the bar back there, of course there's Ghoul Power pictures. We'll sign for free.
She needs a picture for getting that, the movie right. Okay. So people can start lining up right now.
And if you don't want to line up, I'll be by your tables, because before I leave tonight, before you leave tonight, I'm going to make sure everyone that wants an autograph gets one, okay? That's the deal I have for my 10-star generals. Here, you can pass these out right around the table over there.
Here, pass me
Do
one
that.
of those, would you please? Can you pass me one?
And you may see them later on eBay for 17 cents. Who knows how much they'll go for?
I saw, by the way, a Froggy in the box, an original Froggy in the box on eBay for $750.
Oh, that's pretty.
And Bill Miller just bought it because his old one is gone now.
That's pretty expensive, Major Tringer Plunkin. Now, what else we're gonna do tonight? I don't know if you ever heard of this. I just heard of it last week. It's a frozen t-shirt contest. We took, I think, about 7 t-shirts. We saturated them with water, put them in the freezer, and they're frozen. The job of 7 people will be to get them unwound, get them unfrozen best they can, and the first one that can get a frozen t-shirt on their body will win a Ghoul Power prize.
Uh-oh.
So at the frozen t-shirt contest.
We used to do that at Wild Woodies.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they want to ride home in the Riff van that night, but now I'm on CSX. So.
Oh, all right.
All right, well, make some noise for the one, the only, the king, your leader, the Ghoul. He's going to be going over to the side. He'll be signing some autographs.
Power Generals, I love you.
Coming up next, we're going to bring Glocksmith back on stage. And then we're going to get our Halloween costume contest underway.
Love that.
And then we'll wrap it up with, of course, the frozen t-shirt contest.
And we gotta flash fry a pizza, Chef Kurt.
We'll flash fry the pizza.
We gotta bring a big pizza box and stick this in there and cook it up.
Oh, God. And then the finale will be boom, boom.
With the pumpkin.
Boom, boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Ghoul, make some noise. Come on. Get ready, Glocksmith, coming up in 5 minutes.
So
Order up some drinks, tip your bartender and waitress. And on behalf of all of us from CSX,
and tune in your sets. Turn off your minds and let's let the Ghoul times roll.